Hello there, guys. How's it going? I hope you're all having a good weekend so far. Today, it is time to venture into the bottom third of the map, through the perilous lands known only as Deep Nest. Now, I'm thinking of making this a slightly longer stream than usual today. There's a specific part of the game that I would like to reach, and it's theoretically possible to get there within the usual time frame of a stream, but I'm also not 100% confident about that, so if we overrun a little bit, that's fine. I think that would also make up for the slightly shorter stream that I had on Wednesday. Hey Ben, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're not actually full of beans, it's a Saturday after work. Oof. Yeah, oh. The evening after work, you're never full of beans then, I know that feeling. Right, are there any charms that I need to show off? I don't think so. So, since I'm going into Deep Nest, I'm going to go in with a bit of a combat build here. Heavy Blow could be quite useful here, actually. Grub Song, yes please. And then... actually, Shape of Un could be quite useful. So I can heal while getting away from some of the horrifying enemies that we're going to be seeing today. Because, yeah, Deep Nest is no joke. Oh shit, I didn't mean to hit you. I forgot that we're friends now. That was muscle memory, I'm so sorry. At least the others don't seem that bothered. Maybe they didn't like that guy. Yeah, look what you're playing. What a shocker. Right, so the entrance I will be using is the entrance via the Mantis Lords, as it is basically the main entrance to Deep Nest. The easiest route to get all of the major things that I want to get starts there. Ow. Let's slowly work my way down. Should be pretty safe. I've taken care of most of the threats. Well, there aren't any threats now that I've beaten the Mantis Lords. And they stand and bow to me when I come by them now. That's pretty cool. Okay, in we go. Just the sudden tonal shift as soon as you step through that door. Oh god, look at all these corpses. Oh yeah, that is up there. I can't remember how to get that. Hold on, actually. I think... I'm trying to remember, there might... One second. Is there a hidden room off the Mantis Lord's room? Maybe? No, I think I'm completely... Maybe, hold on. I might just be completely talking out of my ass here. Yeah, I am. There's not a way into Deep Nest there. Unless there is, and I'm mistaken, but I'll get it later. Partway through a versus race. Fair enough. Good luck. Enjoy. Ah, hold on. This might be the way. So, in this area, Cornifer doesn't hum because he doesn't want anyone to know he's here. He's hiding. He is scared. It's very relatable. This place gives me the creeps. Vicious little creatures burst out all over the place, and the passages are a dark, twisting maze. Unless you're well prepared, I'd urge you to leave. Though if you're feeling strong enough to descend, would you like to buy my map? Yes, please. Thank you, Cornifer. Stay safe, buddy. So, okay, I think I do get that via the Fungal Wastes, but I think I need the double jump. Hey, Rob, you just opened your second Switch too. Yeah, I heard about what happened with yours. That is a real shame. Hopefully you're able to get some money back from that. I'm glad you were able to get one sorted, though, so you're actually able to play. Okay, everything's pretty quiet so far here in Deep Nest. All that's doing, though, is building the tension. There's no music here either, there's just these weird noises. And now there's a lot more noises. Okay, so I could go up that way, but I don't want to. I'm not entirely convinced I'm going the right way. Just got one from Smith's. Nice. Glad they had one in stock for you. No reply from Nintendo yet. Hopefully they get back to you, because it'd be kind of shitty if they didn't. Is there anything down there? I can't remember. Oh god, yeah, there's a thing. Okay, I'm very glad for Heavy Blow right now. Ugh. Oh my god, ow. Oh, I was one of these guys. Oh, unbreakable floor, lovely. Love that. Oh, no. Ah! So yeah, more than any other area in the game, this place is a maze. It is very hard to find your way around. Especially this first couple of rooms. I think the further in you get, the less mazy it becomes and just the more dangerous. But this place is no slouch either. There's all these dirt carver enemies all over the place. And they are irritatingly fast. Okay, I think I've just really gone in a big circle here. No, you can stay down there. Oh god, you can climb up walls. I forgot about that. Okay, you're coming down. Yeah, knew that. Okay, this looks sort of like the way, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, down here, I think. Not in there. Okay, yeah, this looks right. What I could really do with is a charm that I don't have yet. Ugh! Okay, I think that up here takes me to... I want to say that this connects with... where you drop down from that trapdoor in the fungal wastes. Oh, shit in hell, there's two of them. Yeah, this is where you drop down, so this is not the way I want to be going. Are you coming back out? No? Okay. Ow. Even the spikes here aren't spikes. They're all like creepy crawly things. They set out to make an area that makes the player uncomfortable. They succeeded. Hold on, I think there might be something up here. Okay, maybe not. Okay, there's no path through there. Okay, I think this way. Oh, no, this is a return route. Okay, I know where that is. I guess down here, then. Okay, yeah, this reminds me of where I need to be going. Oh, God, that's a trap. Yeah, there's a lot of those trapdoors all over the place. Lots of fake floors. Gotta be on your guard at all times here. You cannot relax, even for a second. There we go. Okay, that's a dead end. Okay, that could be the way down. No, it's not. That is a trap. Okay, this is it. Here we go. Big drop. Can't wall jump on these walls. There's no way back up. This bench is a trap. If you rest at this bench, that is it. You are down here. You are in Deep Nest until you find the way out. This is part of why Deep Nest is so mean. It's possible to fall in here during your first visit to the Fungal Waste while you're still very early on in the game. And while you're fumbling around in the dark, you can quite easily end up down here, think, oh my god, I'm safe. Rest at the bench, and then the moment you sit, you have a realization, and you go, ah, shit. There is a way out to the right. We are not able to take it yet. We require an item that we don't have. And guess where that item is? It's deeper into Deep Nest. Yeah, we gotta keep going. Unfortunately, that item is one that I need to reach my actual destination today. So I must brave the horrors of Deep Nest. Right, there is something over on the right in one of these rooms that I want to look out for. It might be this room. Yeah, there's a breakable wall here. I think this is what I'm looking for. Oh! An enemy just killed itself down there. Okay. Here we go, yeah. There is a grub here. Let me just check that it's a safe one. Because Deep Nest probably has the largest concentration of fake grubs out of any area in the game. But it doesn't just have a grub. There is a breakable wall inside a hidden room. Hidden roomception. And this breakable wall is interesting. Because look down there. There's another me. We've not seen another being like the Knight here. Not an alive one anyway. We've seen a corpse. Hornet killed it. But there is a living one here. He's just chilling down here in the dark. You wait there, buddy. I'll come find you. And he's gone. Maybe he's leading me somewhere. Hey, he's a little guy. Hey, Karkis, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good weekend. Another breakable wall. Not exactly a secret, that one. Hey, there he is again. What are you looking at, buddy? What's up there? Is that where the path connects? Are you going to wait for me this time? And he's gone again. There's nothing up there. Which of these ways do I need to go again? Okay, this is a secret. Oh, there he goes. Okay, we've nearly caught up with him. Believe, yeah, there's a shortcut here. If you want to give up the chase, I am not giving up the chase. I want to find my friend. Uh-oh. We're locked in. Whoever this is, he doesn't want us to leave. I'm gonna let you guys just experience what's about to happen. So that lovely fellow is Nosk. Nosk is basically an ambush predator. He lures his prey in by taking on the guise of one of their loved ones. So they think, oh my god, there's a friend here in the dark. And then they get lured into their deaths. As you can see, I'm not the only one of my kind to have fallen for his trick. I am the only one that survived, though. The reason why he was a copy, rather than being someone we know, is because the knight, well, as we discussed before, heading out of the kingdom erases your memories. The knight was outside of the kingdom. He doesn't have anyone. So the only person Nosk could copy was himself. Yeah! What the fuck? That is an appropriate reaction, Ben. That was my reaction when I found this on my first playthrough. I was so happy to see another one like me. I was like, oh my god, it's a little guy. And then, yeah, he's a creepy fellow. I love how out of the way Nosk is as well. Like, you're not just going to stumble on him. You have to be investigating anyway. And there are a few sightings prior to the one that I first saw when you can see him, and he will slowly try and lead you further into Deep Nest. I just didn't happen to see any of them today. Anyway, our reward for that is a bit of pale ore. Unfortunately, I can't upgrade my nail with that just yet. I need a second one, but I do happen to know where a second one is. Hopefully I should be getting it today. A little guy, yeah. Maybe I should have put an arachnophobia warning on today's stream, but I didn't really think of it until I'd already hit the button. And yeah, now it's too late. Sorry, not sorry. Nosk is definitely the thing in the game that triggers it the most, I would say. Hey, MB, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. I hope you're having a good weekend. You know this guy. Yes, you do. Mute it. No, I'm not going to fall for that. You see, I have control of all of my buttons. I know exactly when I'm muted and exactly when I'm not. Ow. Weekend has been okay. Nice. Good would be better, but okay is acceptable as well. Alright, so even after that, we are not done in this godforsaken place. Nosk isn't even a required boss. That was completely optional. I did not have to subject myself to that. He's also quite a tricky fight. You'll have noticed that I was kind of hiding in the corner. You're able to sort of exploit his AI a little bit doing that, and it makes it a little bit easier. I probably don't need to do that. He's not that hard. There are certainly harder bosses in the game. But I don't know, I just kind of have gotten used to doing it that way. How's the game been? Yeah, I mean, Hollow Knight is one of my favourite games of all time, so I am always enjoying it whenever I'm playing it. And I'm doing very well, thank you. It's been a weird day today. It's been, like, muggy but wet. It's not been nice outside, but inside I've been playing Mario Kart all day, so, you know, it's been pretty good. Right, I think I want to be going upwards. Oh, that's a trap. God, all of the enemies here just make such awful... Oh, God, these things. Yeah, so when you kill an enemy in Deep Nest, there's no guarantee that it stays dead. Sometimes they grow legs and they start walking. It's disturbing, is what it is. Oh, God, that's a lot of spikes. Okay, should not have gone that way. Oh, there's a grub there. Assuming it's a real one. Oh, God, that was close. Be free, my little friend. Please be real. I didn't check. Okay, you're real. I had faith in you, grub. Okay, kill you before you can shoot. Oh, money. Nice. Well, that's an unpleasant noise, but it isn't a Deep Nest noise. Hello, Zote. I see you're stuck down here as well. Maybe I'll leave you in here. You are kind of an arsehole, so you deserve it. Unfortunately, he is in the direction that I want to go. Oh, the corpse has come to life. Hello! Please stay dead. Zoe, please shut the fuck up. Why are you so loud? Can I get into that room over there? Oh, you're moving. Yep. Saw that coming. Okay, that all just loops around. There is just a lot of looping pathways and dead ends in Deep Nest. The whole place is designed to be a maze. Not every path has something on it. It's basically the opposite of every other area in the game. It is the antithesis to the rest of the game. And that's very much an intentional thing. Okay, that loops around back to the beginning. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Cloth. What are you doing in this horrible place? It's been a while since we've seen you. This whole area swarms with deadly critters, biting, burning, scratching types. I'd thought to test my strength against them. Now that bravado has left me, and all I feel is tired and sore. Ah, don't worry, Cloth. I get exactly how you're feeling. Right, I'm feeling pretty okay with my charm so far. It's working out quite well for me here. Okay, into this tunnel. And, yeah, if you thought things weren't horrifying enough, what the fuck is this thing? It even shoots out those other enemies. It should not have wings. Why did they give it wings? Why did they gift it the gift of flight? Who thought that was a good idea? I would like a word with them. Hold on. Is there something up there? No. Okay. Oh, hello. That opens something. Oh, good. There's another one of you bastards. Ah, you fucker. Despite all of the horrible enemies in here, we've still not met my least favourite enemy in the game. We might be seeing them today. They've gained quite the reputation in the community. I'm not sure I'm looking forward to showing them off. I'm not sure that's the word I'd use. Okay. There's a lot of trams in this place. Who thought it would be a good idea to build trams in Deep Nest? That's what I want to know. Okay, got 2 hits on that one. Nice. Okay, and here's the item I was looking for, the Tram Pass. You know all of those abandoned tram stations that I've been finding around? I believe I saw a couple of them in the crossroads. The Tram Pass allows you to use them. It opens up some routes between existing areas. It also opens the way to some new areas. And that is it. That is the reason why I came to Deep Nest. There is obviously a Dreamer much deeper in, but I do not want to go to the Dreamer today. The Dreamer is past one of the most horrifying rooms in all of Deep Nest, and I don't want to deal with it today, quite frankly. I do not feel strong enough. No, I'll grab the lifeblood, though. And then I did see a way out in this room. Anyway, now I have the Tram Pass, I can actually escape Deep Nest. I just need to find a tram. Fortunately, I've played this game many times before, and I know where one is. Okay, they both just lead down here. Yeah, there is a couple of rooms shooting off of the side of this one that I want to keep an eye out for. Oh god, hello. I hear you. I don't see it. There you are. Why can they all climb walls in here? British Oreo advert calling it a cookie. Ugh. It's not a cookie, it's a biscuit. I do worry that I've gone too far and missed what I'm looking for. Because I do actually want to rescue Zote. Don't ask me why, but I do. And I think I've gone past where he is located. I think he's over this way. Maybe he's not. Okay, maybe he's down a different... Maybe he's down a different tunnel. I can't exactly remember my way around this place. This place is why I said it might take... might need to extend the stream a little bit. Because I can't remember exactly where everything is. Hold on, I think he's down here. Yeah, it's a British advert. It should use British words. Hold on. I'm trapped in. I think this is Zote's room. Oh, God. They're alive. Come on up, you come. Disgusting fuckers. Oh, shit. Okay, right. The locks have been released. Right, you better be grateful for this. I've come a long way for you. Hoi! What are you doing, you clumsy little oaf? Swinging your rusty little nail around in the darkness. You almost struck me, and if you had, it would have been the end of you. Trust me. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. My weapon, Lifeender, has struck down hundreds of foes. Be gone, or you'll be next. So the kingdom was hiding this dark nest full of deadly predators. Well, now the deadliest predator of all is here. Zote the Mighty. Yeah, he still sucks. What did you expect? I think if he ever reflected on himself, the joke would stop being funny. Ah, right. How do I get out of here? Joke. Oh yeah, Zote is 100% a serious character. He is the most powerful being in the game, and we're just getting in his way. Hold on, that looks... Okay, that looks like a breakable wall, but it's not. It's a bit of weird level design there. Oh, hello. Right, let's go back the way I was going then. I do hope I haven't missed anything, because I'd hate to have to come back here. I usually make myself a little list of the things to look out for in Deep Nest, and I forgot to do that. Because I've been a bit of a busy boy playing Mario Kart. Okay, this is the room I'm looking for. We have another warrior dream. I believe this is number 5 now. Yeah, poor guy came down here, and he died. Ho, a fellow warrior out here. I thought I was the only one brave enough and strong enough to survive in this foul, forgotten pit. I am Galien, the strongest warrior in Hallownest. I came to this monstrous place to test my strength. No doubt you wish to test your might as well, hmm? Yes, you and I are a rare breed, quite unlike this poor fellow who has fallen before us. The world is not kind to the weak, I fear. Dude, that's your corpse. So then, shall we do battle? Let us test our strength in joyful combat. Okay, so this one, he's not No Eye's level of annoying, but he's annoying. He's not my favourite boss in the game. You heard Wario at first instead of Warrior. So basically, he's got this giant buzzsaw, and you just need to avoid it while hitting him. But its movement is very erratic and can be quite hard to predict. Plus, he moves quite erratically as well. This is why I wanted Shape of Un, so I can sort of move and avoid it while I'm healing. The more you damage him, the more he will spawn these little buzzsaws as well. You'll start to learn that the nobility of Halonest, they love their buzzsaws. They really do. That will make a lot more sense later on in the game, why I'm making a joke about that. Ow. There we go, got him. He doesn't have too much health, thankfully. So, you may be starting to realise, but I'm not the biggest fan of most of the Warrior Dream bosses. They're just very simple compared to the actual bosses, and most of them are just sort of projectile spam. They're not really that interesting to fight. Unbelievable. I am defeated at last. So this is what it feels like to be bested. Still though, I am strong, am I not? When you see our king, surely you'll tell him of my valour. Yes, he sent you here to test me, didn't he? I knew he had not forgotten brave Galien. I am ready to join you now. Brothers, you and I, let us leave this place. Together. That said, while I'm not the biggest fan of them as fights, I am glad that they're here. Because they're all back content, I think they all have really cool designs. And it's nice to see that the ideas the community came up with have fit into the game quite well. Like, every single one of them has a backstory that works within the larger story of Hollow Knight. Not the most complex backstories in the world, but still. Not everything needs to be a complex story. And there's only one Warrior Dream who I wish wasn't in the game, and we'll get to him when we get to him, because, oof. Okay, I believe I am just about done with what I want to do in Deep Nest. Unless I'm forgetting something, which is very possible. Just want to make sure I've not left anything in this room. That is the one downside to it being such a maze. I'm never entirely sure if I've seen everything and picked everything up. Right, let's hit upwards so I don't get knocked back. Oh, there's a corpse down there. Alright, would like to make my way back to the hot spring then. I think I'm nearly there. Oh, Jesus, hello. Okay, you're all going to come to life, aren't you? Let me get on one side of you all. So you said this area is like a maze and not everywhere leads somewhere. Does it have a massive pointless waste of time area like Kraid does? Yes, actually. Yes. There are parts of Deep Nest that just have nothing important in them. Well, they have lore in them, but nothing actually needed for the game. So it's not completely useless like Kraid, but if you just want to play the game, it is. Okay, that heads deeper into Deep Nest. I do not want to go that way. Okay, do not want to deal with that big guy. Ow. I want to go this way. Deeper Nest. Yeah, pretty much. Hopefully in Silksong we get an area actually called Deeper Nest. That'd be fun. Okay, right. Let's top up on Soul. And then let's get the fuck out of here. Look at all of that. I've explored all of that today. I think I've found everything. I'll have to double check it all against the map at some point. Although that I'll worry about that towards the end of the series when I'm doing my, you know, just sort of clean up of the world. For now, I want to keep the pace moving forward, rather than stressing about what I may have missed. Down here. Can I do what's down here yet, or do I need a later power-up? I think I may need a later power-up. But I'm going to check it anyway while I'm here. Oh, hello. The corpse of a Garpede. That is how you get their enemy index entry. Is that all that's down here? Ah, yeah, okay. I can't do what is down here just yet. I am looking forward to being able to go through that, though, because there is something very cool past there. Well, I find it very cool. I don't know if anyone else will. Ugh. Let's go this way. Oh, that was close. Okay, so we've got a bit of a platforming sequence here, using these guys. This is quite tricky. And of course there are enemies in the middle of the platforming sequence, that's just cruel. Oh, shit. Okay, no, didn't make it. I'm just gonna have to wait for a new one. I think once I realised it was getting away from me, I should have just given up. This is not my favourite platforming sequence in the game. Certainly not the hardest, but it's annoying. Oh, don't you frickin' respawn. Yeah, you stay down there. Okay. Now it gets harder. We've got to do it, but vertical. The timing for this is a nightmare. Hold on, I can actually heal myself. Safe. Dark. Okay, made it. Let me just grab some soul. And there's a vessel fragment. Nice. That is number 2. When I get the chance, I shall head to Dirtmouth and buy the one in the shop there and complete a second vessel. Nice. Unless I find another vessel fragment first. And I do believe, yep, that loops around back to the start. Nice. I love my loops in Metroidvania level design. Oh, god damn it. I was a little bit impatient there. Okay, up this way. Down there, thread the needle. Yeah, that doesn't look pleasant. We've made it. We're out of Deep Nest. A door with an open slot. Insert the tram pass. Now all of the trams throughout Hallownest can be used. And this one is going to take me to a new area. You think of a different thing when you think of loops and level design. Yes, I'm sure you do. Right. Let's go. Let's press the button. So, we could press it again and go further. But that's not where I want to go. I would like to go outside. Welcome to the deepest area in all of Hallownest. The name Deep Nest is a lie. It is not the deepest. This is the ancient basin. If I were to pull up the map, if I had the compass on, which I don't, you would see that I am basically directly below the City of Tears and the Royal Waterways. This is where all the water from the waterways presumably ends up. That's why it's called a basin. Want to drop down here. And there are these things down here. So you remember that optional boss from the Forgotten Crossroads called the Brooding Morlech? These are basically the rest of its species. It's called the Brooding Morlech specifically because it's on its own, and it's brooding that it's on its own. It's lonely. And it's on its own because it's climbed so much higher than the rest of its kind did. They all, well, whether they just didn't come or they got left behind, they ended up separated. Right, there's a way down there. I don't know if I want to go that way just yet. These guys are pretty aggressive. I don't think you're meant to be able to levitate like that. Okay, no, you're just a normal aspid. I thought we were about to see an enemy I despise. Ow. Okay, got him. Oh, something's coming up. Hey, it's Cloth. Hello, Cloth. My friend, you dealt with all of those beasts? I'm ashamed to say I was hiding. Those ghastly things chased me and I ran. If you hadn't come along, who knows if I'd ever have survived. Others take me for a fearsome warrior, what with my impressive size. But this kingdom's beasts, I wonder if I'm just no match for them. Enough! I cannot wallow in my weakness. I must take strength from your example. You act so confident in battle. You show no fear before your foes. I'll try my best to do the same. I look forward to our next contact, Tiny Saviour. Then you'll meet a warrior with courage to match your own. So, we have hit a branching point in Cloth's questline. If you don't come here and save Cloth, she will eventually just decide she's a coward, give up on her quest, go back to Dirtmouth, and feel pretty shitty about herself. But if you come here and save her, she will find new resolve. I like Cloth. Her story's not over yet. We'll be seeing her again. Not for a little while, though. Right, so there was somewhere I could Descending Dark. Here we go. I hear a grub. Are you a real grub? Yes, you are. Nice. Be free, my little friend. Oh god, we're in the middle. Ugh. Okay, nice. Got him. There we go. Told you we'd be finding a second piece of pale ore. When I get the chance, I shall go back to the City of Tears and upgrade my nail once more, but not going to have the chance to do that for a moment. I could climb all the way back up through the Royal Waterways, but don't really want to. Oh, God. Ah! Okay, that loops back up there. This is the grub. Okay, I could have sworn there was... more to this. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else. I might be thinking of somewhere else, actually. Did not want to go down there. I wanted to go back to the bench. How am I feeling about charms? Actually, yes, I would like to swap them around a bit. Don't need Heavy Blow anymore. What I do want is Spore Shroom and Defender's Crest. Because they have a bit of a niche use case coming up. Alright, I see bits of paper. That means Cornifer is somewhere near. There we go. We've been officially welcomed to the Ancient Basin, even though we've been here for a few minutes already. Okay, here we go. This is a wishing well. A true servant gives all for the kingdom. Let Hallownest Pale King relieve you of your burden. Do I want to drop all of my Geo into the fountain? No. I do want the reward from this, but I don't want to just give up all of my money right now, so I'm going to come back here later when I have the exact amount that it needs. Let's just say that I've put some money aside for that purpose. Who I do want to find, though, is Cornifer. Hello, buddy. Old caverns, these ones. Can't you just feel the weight of the kingdom above? It's a heavy thing, all right. I reckon not many reach these depths. We're pioneers, you and I. At least in recent history. Alright, thank you for the map, good sir. Don't mind the smell. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself, have I? Yes, I should apologise for that. When you spend a lot of time by yourself with just your own thoughts, you forget the niceties of conversation. My name is Cornifer, and I've always loved exploring the world. Why, when I was first hatched, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brothers and sisters and poor mother behind. That's why, as soon as I could, I moved to Dirtmouth with my wife. A huge, unending kingdom to explore right on our doorstep. Who could resist? Anyway, I'll let you return to your travels. With a little luck, we'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. I did not realise that I'd not just talking to him normally before. Okay, this is quite a big room. I don't know if there's much actually in here. It's a soul vessel. The Ancient Basin isn't the largest area. Of the main important areas for the story, it's probably the smallest. Okay, right, there's something up there, but I can't go up there just yet. Down here is a very important room. I would like to show this off before I move on. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. So there's a mysterious-looking door here with a glowing marking on it. Doesn't it remind you of somewhere? Doesn't it remind you of the Temple of the Black Egg? And on it, that's the same shape as all the king's idols that I've been picking up. That is the mark of the king. The king of Hallownest sealed this place for some reason. Something about a pure vessel. I wonder what that could mean. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. Toll machine with a symbol of a bench. Yes, let's open the bench up. You think any long-time Hollow Knight fans would agree that the best time to officially meet Cornifer is down in the Basin? Pretty standard stuff, really. Yeah, exactly. I'm just doing what all the true fans would do. And anyone that says otherwise is a fake fan. See, Karkis gets it. Oh, money! I should have equipped Gathering Swarm for this. Most of it's gone in the spikes. I forgot that that money was there. Okay, these spikes are a troll. Because a lot of people don't manually stop their Crystal Dash and they go careening straight into these. Every single playthrough I have ever watched of someone playing this game for the first time does it without fail. And it is always funny. Don't believe I want to go down there just yet. Although maybe I do, actually. Okay, no, maybe I do, yeah. Did I do it on my first time? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hey, little orange guys, where you going? Oh, I love the wind blowing effect here. That is the game that isn't my fan. Okay, so we have more Morleks. These ones are just overgrown. They are very annoying to kill. They have a ton of health. Most of the time, I don't bother killing them. I just jump over them and parkour out of the way. Like, especially like that one. It's just not worth dealing with. I would like some soul off this one, though. Ow. Ah, poop. This one in particular can fuck right off. I hate this one. It's so annoying. Okay, I think I want to go down here first. Yes, because there's a dead one, and inside its corpse is another corpse. With a key. He must have eaten that guy. Okay, this one is actually not that annoying because you can kind of hide down here. And if you're quick, you can get 2 hits in every time. There we go, got him. Ow. But this one's kind of the same. You can kind of hide below him and just deal with him quite quickly. Okay, so these things are the niche case for why I wanted Defender's Crest. Because they don't have that much health. And these ones have a little bit more health than the ones I'm mainly using it for. But this can pretty much just kill them. So you don't really need to worry about them too much. And you'll see why I want it. Those two weren't the main reason why I wanted it. Okay, let's open that shortcut up, loop that back round, and then press forward. There is a foul orange wind. And there's another one like me. This one does appear to be dead, though. But just because he's dead doesn't mean that he can't be used. There we go. Anyway, more music for you guys to listen to, because this boss theme is amazing. Meet the Broken Vessel. Not the hardest boss in the world, but that wasn't my best showing of it. I got hit more times than I really should have done there. But I love his boss theme. It's actually a remix of the game's main theme, which makes sense. He is a vessel, like us, except he's been corrupted and taken over. And at the end there, I think his true self was finally free and he reached out one last time. Sorry, friend. You failed on your journey. It's nothing personal. He is a fun boss. I just wish he lasted a little bit longer. Anyway, let's see what he was guarding. Here we go, our next major power-up. Consumed the Monarch wings. Press B while in the air to flap the wings. Use these ethereal wings to sail above enemies and discover new paths. So it's a double jump. That's it, nothing too much else to say about that. It is a double jump, it works exactly how you would expect it to, and I love this thing. Every time I start a new game now and I don't have it, I feel so naked. But it's so useful, not just for platforming, but also for boss fights as well. I almost feel complete again. Yeah, he's got some dream stuff coming off him. I'm going to ignore that for now. On my first playthrough, I didn't, and I was stuck there for about 2 hours, so yeah, let's not deal with that right now. I could probably beat it if I locked in, but... well, clearly from my first attempt at that fight, I am not locked in today, so... okay. So this is a pretty cool platforming sequence here. It makes good use of the Monarch wings. It's a good place to sort of learn how it actually controls and get used to it. There we go. Every time I can go to scratch my head, when I come back down or when I'm going up, I hit my hand on the bloody desk, and it always hurts. Oh, wait, I don't need to stop this time, do I? Right, now that I have the double jump, though, I am pretty much done with the Ancient Basin. There's not much that I can still do here at the moment. Like I said, pretty small area. There's not really too much here. However, there is a lot of important stuff here. Do I think it's going to impact my reputation among the grubs that when that one reports that I was stinky? I mean, it could do, yeah. I didn't really consider the dangers of that. We were told last stream about the wreckage of the castle. Here it is. There's really not much left, just this doorway. A corpse in white armor. And a guard with dream particles, but if I try and dream now, he has a shield around him. My power over dreams isn't powerful enough. What I am powerful enough to do, though, is break open this hidden wall. So, this hidden wall did not exist in the original version of Hollow Knight. This was added in the first of the 4 free DLC packs, the Hidden Dreams update. And thank God that they added this. Because this is a stag station. There are a lot of important things in the Ancient Basin. While it's a small area, you come back here a lot. You're always coming and going from this place. And the only way in and out previously was either coming through Deep Nest or going up this really big shaft. If I can get my marker on the map. Hold on. You see this shaft here that connects up to the City of Tears? Yeah, you would have to climb in and out every single goddamn time. And thankfully, I never had to deal with that because this had been added before I played the game for the first time. But just imagining not having this stag station here sounds infuriating. So I'm so glad that they added it. Hey, Sam, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're going to be lurking for now? Fair enough. Enjoy your lurk. Anyway, let's make use of the stag station. Let's get it open. I've got a couple of places that I would like to visit. Hold on, is there anything? Yeah, there's a bench over here. What do you have to say about this place, Mr. Stag? That pass you hold. It is not for that ghastly machine, the Tram. I hope you're not thinking of riding on that grotesque contraption. The thought of a mere machine could attempt what we stags do. Foolish, very foolish. Ah, what a station this is. Hidden all the way at the bottom of the world. Until I heard the bell calling, I didn't even know the stagways travelled so deep. You've discovered something quite astounding, little one. No matter how old I grow, the world still keeps surprises like this stowed away. Okay, right. Let's go to... Where do I actually want to go to? I think I want to go to Dirtmouth first. There's a vessel fragment that I'd like to buy. And then... How much essence do I have? Okay, I think I want to go to the resting grounds at some point as well. Hey, Bretta. Elderbug? Can you smell something? There's suddenly a horrid stench in the air. I swear the town usually smells much nicer than this. Please accept my humble apology. I do love that people have different dialogue if you've got the Defender's Crest equipped. It's really funny. I am going to take it off, though. In its place, I'm going to put on... You know what? Let's show off Fragile Heart. Why not? I don't think I'm in too much danger of dying. Basically, yeah, I get 2 extra hearts, or however many extra hearts there is there. I think no, it's 3, not 2. Right, Vessel Fragment, yes please. That's the second one complete. Okay, the other Mask Shard. Is there much point buying it? Not right now, no. Okay, right. I would like to descend into the crossroads because something has happened. You'll notice that there's now a very slight hint of orange fog coming from the crossroads. Because they've changed. They are now the infected crossroads. So this change happens either after you waken your first dreamer or after you beat Broken Vessel. And in principle, I like the idea of this change. It changes based on your actions in the game and ties in with what's going on in the story. However, in practice, this change is fucking annoying. They make so many of the basic enemies really hard now, and they cut off some of the paths through the area. So it's so much more annoying to navigate now. I like the idea of it, and I'd like to see more of this sort of thing in Silksong. I just don't like this particular implementation of it. Now these guys, they used to be just the little Vengeflies, really easy to deal with. But now they're really aggressive, they take loads of hits, and they explode. Yeah, not my favourite enemy in the game, those guys. And then these guys, I already had trouble dodging them. But now they're bigger, and they drop projectiles. Thankfully, the grubs are fine. They're not infected. Is that all you got for me? Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Grubfather. Right, I don't want to spend too much time here, but I would like to go and see Salubra. If I can remember the way, and if the way that I would usually go hasn't been blocked off. I suppose at the very least it does make this area more interesting when you're coming back to it in the late game. It makes it feel like much more of a late game area than an early game one. Oh god, these guys are basically suicide bombers. Yeah, I want to go down here, don't I? You get out of here. You go down there and explode. Oh, okay, yeah, while I'm here, I'd like to check in on Myla. Last time we saw Myla, she was not feeling so well. She seemed to be coming under the spell of something. And now she's all but gone. She's an enemy now. The Myla that we know and love is dead. Well, not dead, but taken over. I'm not going to kill her, though. Because killing her breaks my heart. She doesn't have a normal enemy death sound. She will cry out in pain, and it's the same voice actor as Myla would usually have. I'm going to leave her be. Maybe there's a way to save her. Maybe not. It's a really sad ending for Myla, because she's such a nice, happy character. And she just completely loses herself. Oh god, hello. Maybe this game is bad, actually. Right. Of all of the blocked off routes, there is one in particular that I would like to bitch about. And it's this one right here. We are right by the stag station. And what you would usually do is just hop down here, go over to the right, and you're at Salubra. But now, because they've blocked it off, I have to go the bloody long way round. And I'm not happy about that. Yeah, those guys spit projectiles now rather than jump. Sort of an evolution on what they did before. They essentially attack with the same arc. They're just not throwing themselves at you. Not every enemy has changed, though. Some of them are just the same as they were. Which is a good thing, because there is a really annoying type of enemy in the same family as those ones. And if they started showing up here, I would not be very happy about that at all. Okay, right. Time to buy some charms. What have we got to show still? Lifeblood Heart, yes. I want that one. I can buy the Notch. I'll take the Notch. Just need to make sure I leave enough from my upgrades. And I think I have, yeah. I'll purchase Long Nail then. And then Steady Body as well. She's only got one thing left to sell, but I need to find 11 more charms. And I believe that would be all the charms in the game then. So, these charms. Long Nail, I really don't feel like there's much point in showing off. It's Mark of Pride, but cheaper and worse. They basically do the same thing. I fought the Mantis Lords a lot earlier than you're intended to. So usually you would find and buy Long Nail long before you get Mark of Pride. But I've always been pretty confident in my ability to beat the Mantis Lords after my first playthrough. So I just never really needed long nail. I think they do stack, so you do get a bit of extra range if you have both of them. But it's not enough to justify 5 slots. As for the other ones that I picked up, though, Lifeblood Heart simply gives you a few extra hearts of lifeblood, and they will just pop up whenever you sit on a bench. And then Steady Body basically means you don't get knockback when you swing your nail anymore, which is kind of niche, but it definitely has its use cases. And then what else am I going to equip here? I think I'm just going to go Compass and Swarm and Grub Song, just the basic exploration combo. We'll just find an enemy to show off Steady Body on. So yeah, I don't get knockback now. Has its perks, also has its downsides. There are some bosses where it's actually quite helpful to get knockback when you're hitting them, because it pushes you just out of the range of some of their attacks, and obviously you don't get that benefit with Steady Body. Right, can't remember if there's anything up here, but I'm going to check while I'm here. Thankfully, the Blue Lake hasn't become infected. That would be really disappointing. Okay, there was a rancid egg, but it's not there anymore. Okay, right. Here we are in the resting grounds. Let's go see the seer. Because I'm pretty sure I can get something really, really important now. Something that I would desperately like to have. Ah, Wilder, you returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. So you already have 700 essence. I wonder whether the Dreamers are watching you as you work, or even that old king. That lock of theirs, desperate but very clever. I wonder how long they thought it could hold. I hold no disdain for them, though. As history goes on, I grow numb to its repetitions. Take your gift and continue collecting essence. Once you have 900, come back and visit me. So, that's a Vessel fragment. That's not what I thought he was going to give me. Okay, maybe it's the 900 reward that I'm thinking of. Which I'm not too far off. If I can find an essence tree, it should bring me pretty close. There is a certain area I would like to have it before I go to. Whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know. Right, let's head over to the City of Tears. Because I have 2 pieces of pale ore, I can go get my nail upgraded. Hold on, how many simple keys do I have? Ooh, actually, I've got the elegant key. I can go and do a little side activity while I'm here. And I do have the time. I'm ahead of schedule, so... yeah, let's go take care of that. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do the thing with the elegant key. I'm not actually going to use my simple key just yet. What it leads to, I would like to save for later. Actually, do I even want to do the elegant key thing now? It would be easier with a later upgrade, so... I've still saved the time, so I might have time to do it later on. What it gives you is very, very useful, and it's not the hardest thing in the world to get, but... my muscle memory kind of has me do it with a later upgrade that I don't have, so... With the recording curse and all of that, I don't really want to tempt fate. Hold on, can I just reach the nailsmith by doing this? Yes, I can. Nice. Love making my life easier. Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore. A rare fine metal that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it stronger. Oh, it requires 2,000. Okay, I didn't realize it was that expensive. I was definitely cutting it close. Take my money, friend. As you wish. I'll get to work then. Okay, I think I will do the simple key thing then, actually. Here we are. The reforging is complete. I've modified the nail to spiral form. A very tricky task it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. Off you go now. Cut your way forward. Okay, there is one more upgrade remaining, but it requires 3 pieces of pale ore. Currently, I have none. But I can kill these guys in one hit now, which is nice. And those guys in 2. I love feeling stronger. I just love the sense of progression that Metroidvanias give you. You come back to old areas and you just feel so much more powerful. Alright, I think I've only got 1 King's Idol, yeah, but I might as well pop in with Lem anyway and sell that. Every little bit of extra money helps. A King's Idol. I've often wondered the true visage of the king. Depictions are of an imposing gleaming figure in a fiercely horned crown. I suspect there's much embellishment in the imagery, though. A ruler seeking worship tends to hide their blemishes. It'd do no good to appear a common bug. Looks like you don't have any relics on you. If you manage to find any in good condition, bring them to me, and I'll give you a fair amount of geo for them. Alright, Lem, thank you for the monies. I shall be on my way. And I would like to head all the way back over to the right, into the room with all the big guards. Ow. Hello? There is a locked door somewhere in this room. I would like to open it. That's not it. I believe, yeah, here we go. A door with a simple lock. Use a simple key. In we go. Songstress Marissa. A voice to ease all burdens and still all troubled minds. There's a secret back here. A Wanderer's Journal, nice. That elevator was still going. This is a very long shaft. Come on. Come on, Ben, you can climb this. Oh, there's a dead fellow here. Marissa. A rancid egg, lovely. Hold on, can I read the minds of these corpses? Hungry. Tastes wrong. Oh god, it's this room. So, the door to this place was locked. These guys were trapped in here, they couldn't get out. And they started getting hungry. They started eating people. They became cannibals. Skroink, you look pretty skinny. Very scrawny. That's the way to be, I reckon. Just look at me. A great big, juicy, fatty, oily, scrumptious bug. No wonder I'm so popular around here. So yeah, this guy, Thorax, Poggy Thorax. Yeah, he was someone's dinner. This game can be dark sometimes. Ah, damn it. There is another room that I'm looking for, but I must be misremembering where it is. Right, let's bring the lift down. Let's bring the lift down, and then let's forget about all of the cannibals. Oh, poo. I wasn't meant to get off. I promise I'm good at this game, I swear. I know what I'm doing. Welcome to the Pleasure House, a sub-area of the Kingdom of Tears. A pretty small one. Here is Marissa herself. She is the voice that's been singing in the City of Tears. I'm going to sit and let you guys have a listen. I already love the music here, but the fact that one of its most defining features is diegetic. It exists in the world. It's such an awesome bit of world building. Welcome to my stage, little one. I am Marissa, a songstress of some renown. Though given the sorry state of this place, you might find it hard to believe. Huge crowds once flocked to hear me sing. Then something changed. The audience, once so enwrapped, began to leave. I continued to sing, yet my voice fell silent upon their ears. Perhaps you'd care to listen to me sing. You'll be the first in an age to hear it. So you can dream nail her, like with any ghost. But I believe it takes the choir away. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I've not been dream nailing any ghosts, so I'm staying consistent regardless, but still. Okay, right. There's a hot spring here. Oh, and look who it is! A certain banker that ran off with all of my money, who does not seem too pleased to see me. It's time to show her what we do to thieves around here. So, yeah, you can basically use her as a football, and she will drop all of the geo that she stole from you with interest. I can't remember the exact amount that it multiplies your money by, but it's not a small amount. It's a pretty large increase. This is why, despite knowing that the bank was a trap, I turned in my money anyway. Because I like to use the extra money that she gives you to activate the fountain and the ancient basin. Do you spend 12 million points on a Sonic Idol pose in PSO2? Yes. Ben, you're a Sonic fan. Why are you even asking? You know you want to. Oh, look at all this money, and all of it mine. You do have over 70 million. Yeah, then spend it. Why not? These noises. I mean, a lot of the noises in this game are questionable. Right, she has ran dry. She has no more money. But she still needs to be made to feel sorry. There's also a breakable wall here, which I believe loops back round to... Yeah, this is the elevator that connects to the resting grounds. I don't really want to go that way. I'd like to go out the way I came and then head back down to the ancient basin. Because I have a lot of money to give to that fountain now. So, I'm not going to take the stag to get there. I'm going to show you guys what you would usually have to do every time you wanted to go down to the ancient basin before the Hidden Dreams update. So you'd have to come down here, and you've got this massive shaft, basically. And it's filled with spikes, so you can't just drop down it. You've got to be very careful. Oh, there's some geo here. Right, it's got to be quite careful there. Ow. Some more geo here. Can't remember. Is there anything? Yes, there's more geo. So, you see this very spiky tunnel below me? That connects to the Royal Waterways. That is how you get from the main body of the waterways where you fight the Dung Defender to Isma's Grove where you get Isma's Tear. So, I've actually been in this room before. I believe there is a way to get into the Dung Defender's room from this shaft as well. I just can't remember how to do it. Aha! Hello. I forgot you were here. Now I've got to climb all the way back up to get all of this essence. God damn it. Hopefully it's going to be enough for the seer. Ow. So yeah, getting down this room isn't too bad. But every time you go down, you've got to go back up. And getting back up is a pain. I cannot stress enough how much of a godsend the hidden stag station is. Why there wasn't a stag station there to begin with, I will never know. And I'm so glad that I only played the game after it was added. Hold on. There's the entrance to the Dung Defender's room. I didn't miss any, did I? No. Oh, I missed one somewhere. Where did I miss it, though? There? No. Oh, in there. Okay. And that's all of them. Nice. Not quite enough for the seer, though. I need 900, so I need 13 more. Might be able to get that today. I think I know where another essence tree is. I hope I do, anyway. Because what I want the next reward for is actually coming up pretty quickly. Okay, so you don't just have to climb that shaft. You've got to pass through this room as well. And this room is also annoying. There is a secret here, though. So that's nice. So in this room, you've got a lot of tight platforming with lots of flying enemies. My favourite combo. And it's the annoying spear ones as well. The key here is just to take it slow. Which, when you're going through a room once, going slow isn't the worst thing in the world. But when you've got to go through this room every time you want to go down to the basin, yeah, it gets annoying. Anyway, now that we've experienced that together, let's never deal with it again. Right. Back onto the tram. Let's move forward. We've arrived at the end of the line. Also, side note, benches have music. I've not really highlighted it until now. But I love that here we've got this, like, gramophone version. It's a really cute little detail. It's very dark and desolate here, just like everywhere I've been today. And oh god, it's more of Deep Nest. So, this isn't actually Deep Nest, but this area used to be part of Deep Nest back during the early stages of development. And parts of that are still left in the area. Also, bees. And there's a hidden wall here as well. A beehive. I don't really fancy going in there right now. I just wanted to show that that was there. The edge of the hive is here as well. It's quite a big hive, actually. It's a pretty substantial area. But if you want to see bees, there are plenty of them outside. There are also these really big enemies here. They're not really enemies, they'll damage you if you touch them, but they kind of just float in place. They don't really attack you. I kind of feel bad every time I kill one. Because they're just minding their own business. They're not asking for it. Sometimes they just get in the way, though, so you've got to deal with them. Bit of greenery growing here. Must be some water coming from somewhere. What's up this way again? Ah, yes! I forgot about this. Connects to the Royal Waterways. I believe this is the back end of Isma's Grove. And I believe I can now open that path up. Nice. I love these little connections between areas that don't need to exist. Like, they weren't part of the initial design plan. But Team Cherry just noticed that the two areas were getting close to each other. And so they were like, well, why don't we just connect them? Give the player another way to explore the world. Benefits the players, because there are just more ways to play the game now, and it benefits the world building as well. Makes it feel like a more real connected space. Hold on, I feel like I've missed something in this room. I'm sure there's something to collect in here. Yeah, there definitely is. It's just a matter of remembering where it is. Here we go. So, even though I said I wasn't going to go into the Hive, you guys are going to get a quick sneak preview because there's a hidden back entrance to the Hive. And I love how this place looks. Let me just deal with all these bees. Oh yeah, you've got the honeycomb, you've got all the honey dripping from the walls, and it's just got such a warm colour palette compared to everywhere else in the game. It stands out really well. Unfortunately, that's all we're going to be seeing of it today, or maybe fortunately, depending on who you ask. The Hive can be a pretty annoying area. Probably not going to be going there properly today, though. Right. Welcome to the far edge of Hallownest, the Kingdom's Edge. Let's listen to some music. The music here, to me, just sounds so desolate and sad, and it really does feel like the barren edge of a kingdom. No one civilized comes here. You'll notice all of this white stuff falling down from the sky. That isn't snow. What that is will become clear. While I was listening to that, I realised that I was wrong about those enemies, because that guy was coming towards me. He wanted a fight. There's a lot of corpses here. They fall from above. I hear a Mr. Cornifer. Here he is. Isn't this a cozy hole? I've been venturing about that wilderness beside here and thought a moment's break was well called for. The landscape's all rather serene this side of the city, though the inhabitants are as ferocious as ever. I will have my map, thank you. I forgot to go to the well. Not the well, the fountain. I'll have another chance in a second. I'll be going back that way pretty soon. Right, so I can't remember how high up I want to go here, or if I just want to go towards the right. Okay, yeah, I think I want to go towards the right. Okay, so these guys are called hoppers. They're annoying. They're very annoying. However, there is a far more annoying enemy lurking in this area than these guys. And there he is. This is the primal Aspid. The bane of every Hollow Knight player's existence. So you remember those Aspid enemies back in the Forgotten Crossroads that spit out a little projectile? He's basically like them. Except he shoots 3. And they are very hard to avoid. And there's never usually just one. In this case, it does seem to be that there was just one, but usually there's more. You have to kill them very quickly, or they can become overwhelming. Right, I believe I want to head to the right here. Yeah, these guys... Yeah, they're my least favourite enemy in the game. They're the ones that I've been hyping up. We also have these giant hoppers here. These are also really annoying. Just because their movement is so erratic. They also tend to be located in places where soul is hard to come by, which is not ideal. But yeah, as pretty as the Kingdom's Edge is, with all these white roots in the background and the white stuff falling from the sky, actually exploring it is a pain in the ass, because every enemy here sucks. Ah, frickin' out. Okay, I might be able to cheese this one. Oh, hello. Are you cheesable? Maybe. No, you're not. No, you're not. Ah, bollocks. Ah, this is a familiar looking building. We've seen a building like this before. The third and final of the Great Nail Masters. Nail Master Oro. How did you find me down here where the world ends? Yes, I know why you're here. You came to learn a nail art from the legendary Nail Master Oro. It is the law of the Great Nail Sage that I must pass down my teachings to those who are worthy. But no law forbids me from exacting a payment for my time. If you truly wish to train under me, prove it with Geo. So, unlike the other two, Oro here makes you pay. Because he's greedy. Mastered the dash slash. Hold Y to concentrate energy into the nail. Release the button while dashing to perform the dash slash. I must say you're an excellent pupil. Your skill with the nail and your thirst to become stronger. You remind me of my brothers. I have taught you all I can. Go back into the world, traveller, and leave me to my solitude. So the dash slash is basically a sword swing that will come out after you dash. It's okay. It has its uses. I feel like I don't use it that much. Usually I'm dashing to dodge rather than dashing into to attack. And I feel sometimes I just tend to dash straight into an enemy when I'm doing that and ruin my charge. So I still think that the Great Slash is the best of the 3 nail arts. But they all have their uses. Oro also has a training dummy out here. I think that used to be a person. And he put a spike through them because he is a pleasant fellow. Okay. There's a broken floor here. Let's descend. This is where I want to be saving all of my soul for. Because I'm going to have to be using Descending Dark quite a lot. Hold on, I hear a grub. Oh god, there's a Primal Aspid. Ugh. Oh, is there a hidden wall somewhere? Because I do hear a grub. Oh god, that was a trap. Oh, Jesus. That was mean. Thanks, game. Really appreciate that one. Okay, that goes further down. I don't believe that leads to a grub. But I can definitely hear a grub in this room. So he's somewhere. Just gotta find the poor fellow. Huh. Not actually sure where he is. Maybe he is down below. Maybe I do need to go down and he's under this room. Or not. Hello. Oh. I'm going to use you as a platform. Oh, there's a rancid egg here. Right, where is that grub then? Because I could hear him. I just couldn't see him. There's not any more breakable floors around here. There's no breakable wall. Usually the breakable walls are pretty obvious. Okay, I'm just going to have to come back for him. I can't find him right now. I need to press on with what I'm doing. I won't leave him behind, though. I'm just temporarily leaving him. Ow. Alright, let's ignore that Great Hopper. Ah, hold on. I think he's up there. There he is. Are you real? Yes, you are. Oh god, are you just gonna hang there? Do you have to? Oh god. I hate those guys. I don't know if I hate them or Primal Aspids more. Probably Primal Aspids. These guys are pretty rare, whereas Primal Aspids are bloody everywhere. Speaking of, Oh, there's both. Well, that's just wonderful. At least I can cheese this one. Oh, God. You're being nasty shooting that through. Ugh. Okay, I should be able to descend deeper. I think I may have missed where I'm going. Okay, let's get rid of you before you're a problem. Okay, I'm on the other side of the hive now. As you can tell from all the bees. I love a bee. Right, let's get rid of you. Okay, I think this is the room I'm looking for. Is it? It's one of the rooms I'm looking for. So that is Quick Slash. That is an amazing charm. Definitely looking forward to showing that off. But yeah, if I've found Quick Slash, then I believe I've missed where I'm looking for. Because there should be somewhere that I can Descending Dark down even further. Ow. Oh, that's just cheap. I didn't know he could go in there. What the hell? Am I thinking of the right place? I'm not just, like, confusing myself here, am I? Hold on, no, I see the breakable wall. There it is. Into this crack in the wall. And down we go. Further and further and further. Oh my god, I need more soul. I knew this would happen. Gonna have to bloody climb out of here now. I wanted to avoid this. I really hope those hoppers outside respawn. Okay, they do. Lovely. Let's farm you for soul. Nice. The ones inside should respawn as well. Or maybe not. Maybe he fell down the hole. Ow! Right, I've got pretty much full soul now, though. Oh, I hear a few of them. Hold on, that's there. I can heal a bit then. We've come all the way down to the bottom of the world for this. All of this glorious geo. Ah, nice. And now comes the annoying bit. I've got to climb back out of here. Was it worth it? Am I actually going to ever spend that geo? Yeah, maybe not. Did I have fun doing it? I guess. Was it satisfying to pick up all of that money? Yes. Right, let's get out of here then. Okay, the primal aspids don't respawn. Lovely. They're quite small, so I was a little worried that the game was going to count them as one of the enemies that do respawn. So this brings me out, I believe, right next to Oro. I think he's in the room just over here. Oh, there's a great hopper. Oh, there's two of them. Bloody hell, that primal aspid fireball travelled far. Yeah, here we go. So, Quick Slash might just be one of the best charms in the game. Need to make up 3 slots for it. Let's get rid of these 3. So basically, you can attack a lot faster, which does wonders for your DPS. And because I don't have hitback as knockback as well, I can really spam. Okay, these guys were probably not the best example. Okay, maybe just all of the enemies here aren't the best showcase of it. But trust me, it's good. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Nice. But yeah, Quick Slash is a charm that I always like to have on if I can help it. It's one of my favorites. Right, I'd like to proceed a little bit higher. There is a very ominous-looking black thing there. I think I know what's behind there, and I would like to avoid him. Oh, these guys are just so easy with Quick Slash. Honestly, Quick Slash Steady Body. It's a combo I've not really used much before, but it's quite fun. What do we have here? Ah! That was cheap. Well, no, that wasn't cheap. That was a very obvious trap that I walked right into. A Wanderer's Journal. Nice. Bye-bye, Primal Aspids. Not today, thank you. Ah, bloody stalagmite. Okay, Mr. Grub, be free. You better be grateful, because I had to deal with a ton of aspids to free you. When you get back to your dad, you better be telling him that the one who said I stink is a liar. Okay, I got one of them, I think. There we go, nice. Just gotta remember where I'm going here. It's not quite Deep Nest here, but it is quite mazy here in Kingdom's Edge. Also, technically, Kingdom's Edge, for just the main standard story ending, is completely optional. If you're just going for just beating the game, you do not have to come here. Which is probably why the enemies here are so hard. Aha, here we go. This looks like the way I want to be going. So, up this ledge where only a double jump can reach. It's time to get a little bit ahead of myself. Hollow Knight is a game with multiple endings. By awakening the 3 Dreamers and heading to the Temple of the Black Egg, that's how you get the first ending. This is the beginning of the path towards the later endings. If you go down it far enough, you will lock yourself out of getting the first ending. But it's pretty obvious when that's going to happen, and you have to do a lot to get to that point, and we're not capable of getting to that point right now. However, one of the items you get from doing this path is really helpful, and I would like it to deal with the next few upcoming bosses. So I'm going to be doing this now. This is one of my favourite benches in the game. It's one of our few glimpses of the world outside of Hallownest. And we're just safe in this little tent. So, if you remember, back when I first visited the City of Tears, at the big fountain there, I met up with Hornet. And she told me to come to a place known as the Grave in Ash. You would be forgiven for thinking that she was talking about the resting ground and leading you towards the dream now, because obviously that place is one big graveyard. However, where she was actually talking about is Kingdom's Edge. Soon we will learn why this place is called the Grave in Ash. But first, a trial awaits me. Let me just mentally prepare myself. Had a bit of frog in my throat there. So, you'd pursue the deeper truth. It isn't one the weak could bear. Prove yourself ready to face it. I'll not hold back. My needle is lethal, and I'd feel no sadness in a weakling's demise. Show me you can accept this kingdom's past and claim responsibility for its future. Right, it's time for the second fight with Hornet. Second verse, pretty much same as the first. However, she does have a few new tricks up her sleeve. She's not even used them yet, and she's already kicking my ass. So, she has a counter that she can do now. That is already pretty dangerous. God, oh god, I am not playing well today. Right then, let's get it together. Okay, so she can place these spike things all over the arena. Positioning you need to be very well aware of during this fight, because if you're not careful, not only can you hit her, you can hit these things. You can clear them, but she will make more. Okay, this is not going well. Okay, bought myself a window to heal here. I believe she is also quite a bit faster than in her first fight. I could be wrong about that though, but, you know, it might be a placebo. But it definitely feels that way to me. And she has a lot more health, as you'd expect. Oh, that's a lot of things. Ow. Oh god. Ah, damn it. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Does this feel better on Switch too? Honestly, it feels the same. If there are any differences, they're not really that noticeable. The game already ran pretty nicely on Switch 1, so... Okay, right. Let's get my head in the game. That did not go very well. It's been a long time since I've died to that fight. You know what? I'm actually gonna mess around with my charm setup a little bit. You ate too much. You shouldn't do that. You should eat just the right amount. So, what would I like to equip here? Quick Slash, definitely. Mark of Pride. I think I'm going to go for Quick Focus. An aggressive build with quick healing. That sounds good to me. Pretty basic, but should get the job done. Actually, do I really need Quick Slash? I'm not really getting many opportunities to do multiple hits. Might be better served with something else. Got a 3 slot here. Let's go. Shaman Stone, yeah. That will do. That'll do nicely. Okay, hopefully this won't take too many attempts. I mean, to be fair, it is one of the harder fights in the game. It is the initial barrier for entry to the true ending, so it's going to be hard, right? Okay, it's already not going well. Oh, poo. Okay, can I just, like, start over? Okay, I'm going to be on the back foot for the rest of the fight, but I'm going to have to make it work. Ugh. Ah, god damn it, Hornet. Poo, that was not a healing window. What did I do that for? Hornet, when the little guy she killed comes back from the dead for round 2. It's going to require a round 3. Oh, if this fight is giving me this much trouble, that does not bode well for the rest of the playthrough. I'm gonna blame it on the recording curse. It's been a while since I've died to this fight. There's nothing to be ashamed of, though. This is the hard game. Oh, poo. Ugh! Okay, trick is never be above her. It's dangerous. Easy game, you 100%ed it 6 times. Did you, Joe? I'm gonna require proof of that. Okay, I'm pretty safe here. Ah! Ugh! Okay. Got a hit in as well as a heal. Lovely. Love when that happens. Oh, ow. Didn't quite get out of the way there. God, my hands are sweating so much. Okay, nice. Got it, nice. Okay, that was a much better run than my first 2 attempts. So strong. You could do it, if you had the will. But could you raise your nail once knowing its tragic conception, and knowing yourself? Then do it, Ghost of Hallownest. Head onward. Burn that mark upon your shell, and claim yourself as king. This is where all of the white stuff is originating from. This is why it's known as the Graven Ash. It is ash coming off a giant rotten corpse. Welcome to the cast-off shell. A few times now, there has been talk of a worm. Not spelled with an O, spelled with a Y. As in a dragon. Now, this dragon was particularly worm-like, as we can see. And within is the King's brand. Hallownest shall recognize a new ruler. The kingdom's gates will open. So the King of Hallownest himself was born from the shell of a dead dragon. And now we've taken his mark for ourselves. Thanks, Hornet. I guess we're friends after all. Okay, so I could continue exploring Kingdom's Edge further. But now that I have the King's brand, you may remember from earlier in the stream that door in the ancient basin with the symbol of the king on it. That's where I'm going. It's probably quicker just to climb out this way and drop down. Wait, no, that is the bench. Never mind. But climb out the other way of this room is what I meant, and then drop down. You know what? I'm not too bothered by how that fight went. The first 2 runs weren't great, but it's been a little while since I've fought it. My muscle memory is not there. I'm a little bit rusty. Attempt 3 went pretty well. And I also feel like you are meant to fight it a little bit later than I've done here. So, considering that, yeah, I'm pretty happy, all things considered. But I like fighting it now, because what I'm going to get for it is well worth it, and it's going to make so many upcoming fights so much easier. Unfortunately, I didn't find an essence tree while I was exploring the area, which is a little annoying. I was kind of hoping to have found one by now so I can get my 900 essence. I'm sure there's one in Kingdom's Edge. Oh god, it's in the hive, isn't it? Oh, it might be. It might actually be in the hive. Oh no. I'll worry about that later. Let's head back to the basin for now. Right, first things first, I would like to go to the fountain. And cast in all of my Geo. Oh, okay. It only takes the maximum amount. I thought it took all of it. But that gets me a Vessel Fragment. Only one more, and I can get the third and final Vessel. Fall Guys doesn't drop 1,000 frames on Switch 2. Well, I should hope not. If it did, I'd be very concerned with their optimization. Right, before I go down there, there's something I'd like to check. Just want to see if I can do something now, or if I'm going to have to come back to it later. Well, yeah, obviously it did on Switch 1, Joe. The Switch 2 is a hell of a lot more powerful than the Switch 1. That's how console specs work. Okay. So, I want Fragile Heart, Lifeblood Heart, Joni's Blessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. That should be enough, and I need to make sure I don't get hit by anything. I've got a reason for doing this. There's something I'd like to pick up while I'm going through this door, and it requires 15 masks of health. Of course, the downside is I can't get hit like this because I'm not able to heal. The door's open. Welcome to the Abyss. The secret at the heart of Hallownest. Is a long way down. Ow, poo. Oh, I hope that hasn't cost me. Okay, that definitely has. Damn it. Okay, there's a quick way to go back to the bench. This is a little trick known as bench warping. If I quit to the menu, and now I'm going to pretend that I got hit intentionally to show this off, and then I go back into the game, it puts me back at the last bench that I visited. Totally, definitely did that on purpose to show that off. This would probably be easier later on when I've got a few more masks of health, because then I'll have a bit more leeway, but since I'm here now, I'd like to do it now. I just need to be more careful. I know where I'm aiming for. I just need to get there safely. Here we go. Made it. So this door only opens if you have 15 health. Which isn't naturally possible unless you use this exact combination of charms. Welcome to the source of all lifeblood. You'll notice there are dream particles here. It's never elaborated on, but some do speculate that the power of lifeblood comes from the power of dreams. And honestly, it would make a lot of sense, given how the rest of this game's lore goes. Okay, want to drop down there. This place is very spiky. Ooh, that was close. But at its heart is Lifeblood Core, the final health-related charm. I am just now remembering that there was something else in there that I'm now permanently locked out of getting. But it's only a sellable item, so it's not the end of the world. I've got enough money. I just forgot to pick it up until I picked up the charm. Right, let's keep making my way down. That is not the reason why I've come to the Abyss. 100% run dead. Well, the sellable items don't really count for 100%. The game doesn't count them, so I don't count them. Ow. Okay, I do have to be careful. I do have limited health. Probably should have just bench walked back and changed my charms around before going down, but it's too late now. I've committed. And we're at the bottom. There's a lot of skulls here. A lot of very familiar looking skulls. And that's a shade. That's not my shade. That's someone else's shade. And no other bug has had a shade so far. They've all just died. And yet down here, there are loads of them. There's a lot of screaming faces here. I can scream too. Consumed the Abyss Shriek. Tap A while holding up to unleash the Shriek. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. So this is a more powerful version of Howling Wraiths. Again, just like Descending Dark, the DPS upgrade is pretty insane. You definitely want to get that. It's very easily missed. But that's also not the reason why I've come down into this place. There's some eggs here as well. And then we have this. This black liquid is void. It is nothingness given form. And it's violent. It's clearly not a fan of me being here. You may notice that Void shares a colour with the shades. I shan't be elaborating on that right now. Oh, and also, if I open the enemy log, I'll show you what these shades are called. They're called siblings. Do with that information what you will. The nothingness seems angry. Yes, it does. There's a lot of these shades down here. There's a lot of dead people. Makes you wonder why the king was the one to seal this place off. Turn it off. Cannot. My king, I'm sorry. The sea calls. So this building is a lighthouse. The light calms the void. But for whatever reason, he turned it off. Portal 2 seems to crash on Switch 2 at the moment. Oof. Hopefully they fix that. Now that the void has been calmed, I can cross the sea. Okay, can't go that way. The void is in the way. And now I will bathe in the void. Absorbed the Shade Cloak. Press ZR to dash forwards cloaked in shadow. Use the cloak to dash through enemies and their attacks without taking damage. This is my favourite upgrade in the game, and the cause of most of my muscle memory related accidents. Because you can dodge through enemies like this. You can't just spam it. There is a brief moment where you've got to wait for it to recharge. But this thing is awesome. And it makes being able to deal with some later bosses a lot easier, because you don't really have to worry about getting around them, you can just dodge through them. Also, yes, this is a reference to a Chozo statue. Just one with many more legs. I believe you can also dream nail it, but I'm not sure I can actually access its mind yet. Yeah, it's protected. Okay. So, I can pass through here now. And pick up an arcane egg. Those things are very, very handy. that's all I can do down here in the Abyss for now. There is a much deeper, darker secret to this place. But currently, I am not yet prepared to access that secret. However, now that I have the Shade Cloak, I can start working towards unlocking the secret of this place, which is how you access the later endings in the game. However, for now, I'm going to be focusing on the Dreamers and heading towards the first ending. I wasn't sure whether to talk about the multiple endings before achieving the first ending, but I just kind of wanted to be transparent with what I was doing here. Okay, I've made my way down. Now I need to climb out. The other thing that the Shade Cloak can do is if you remember those weird shadowy black pillars that were blocking certain paths, the Shade Cloak can go right through them. So there are a few new places that I can explore now that I have this, but I'm probably not going to be going to any of them for a little while. God damn it, Joe. Did you have to do that? Hello, Hornet. Ghost, I see you've faced the place of your birth, and now drape yourself in the substance of its shadow. Though our strength is born of a similar source, that part of you, that crucial emptiness, I do not share. Funny, then, that such darkness gives me hope. Within it, I see the chance of change. A difficult journey you would face, but a choice it can create. Prolong our world's status, or face the heart of its infection. So, yeah. This is where the night was born. All of those dead bodies, all of those shades down there, they're our siblings. This is why the night has a shade. Because he was born from a place made of void. But he also has a connection to Hornet in some way. What that connection is, I'll explain later. Okay, so, getting the Shade Cloak was the part of the game that I wanted to reach today. I did it a little bit quicker than I was expecting. And there are 20 minutes left of stream. Just trying to think if I have time to actually do anything else. I could probably just about do the Hive in 20 minutes. Provided I didn't die in there. But I kind of want the next Seer reward before I deal with the Hive. Now that I have the Monarch Wings and the Shade Cloak, I could start working towards the remaining two Dreamers. But I probably wouldn't be able to make much progress in 20 minutes. So what do I do? Feels a bit mean to promise a slightly longer stream and then end it early. I suppose I didn't promise. I suggested that we may get one. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to explore the rest of Kingdom's Edge besides the Hive and work my way towards the top of it. Yeah, that seems like the best way to do things. Because I believe that there may be some essence within Kingdom's Edge that I can get now. Well, there definitely is some essence I don't want to deal with, but I'm pretty sure there's an essence tree as well. So if I can get that, I can head back to the Seer, get what I want. I'm hoping that I'm right about when I unlock that. And then maybe do the Hive at the start of the next stream. I think that's a good plan. So, what do I want here? I'm going to go Mark of Pride, Soul Catcher, Grub Song, Gathering Swarm, and actually no, I'll get rid of Grub Song. I will show off Lifeblood Core. It's basically Lifeblood Heart, but better and more expensive. Gives you 4 masks of Lifeblood rather than 2. Doesn't completely invalidate Lifeblood Heart, because obviously you may not be able to spare 4 slots. Oh, it feels right having the Shade Cloak again. My moveset is basically now complete. I am whole again. My muscle memory should not betray me anymore. The corpses are still falling. That's good to know. Makes you wonder where they're all coming from, doesn't it? Right, okay, yeah, I think this connects to, if I'm remembering correctly... Ow. Yeah, it connects to the King Station. And I think now that I have the double jump, there's something I can quickly do while I'm here. Let's get my lifeblood back. Nice. Yeah, here we go. There's a Hallownest seal up here. It's a pretty remote one. I remember on my first playthrough, I just looked at the spikes up there and I was like, can I? Is that possible? And it was. And it felt so rewarding. That's the kind of thing that I'm looking forward to when Silksong comes out. Because the curse of playing a game so much is that you know the game. You know what is and what isn't possible, and you lose that sense of mystery. And I want to experience that again, and I think Silksong will deliver. Okay, this place is still sealed off. It's always reassuring to know the falling corpses can keep a bit of consistency even after you've been away for a while. Exactly, it wouldn't be the same if they stopped. Right, so let's climb the rest of this room, and then that will connect me back up to near where I left Hornet. So, there was one of those shadow pillars down that way. If I can help it, I would like to avoid going that way, though, because while there is a way to get essence there, it's a really annoying way. And I don't feel remotely prepared to deal with it. Is this the room I'm thinking of? It might be, actually. Yes, it is! There's someone's bum here. He is enjoying that a little bit too much. Oh, yeah, screw you, Aspid. We got lifeblood here, looks like it. Might as well take some more. Nice. I'm feeling pretty strong and secure now. Even with all of these aspids about the place. God, I do hate these assholes. And they have just enough health as well that you can never get to a point where you can one-shot them. They'll always take at least 2 hits. As if they weren't obnoxious enough already. Oh, I fucking hate these guys. I hear someone. So, remember how far down from here that bum was? This is the head of the same creature. He's a big boy. This is Bardoon. The biggest creature in all of Hallownest. Well, the biggest living creature, anyway. Orm, tiny thing, you climb high. Seek then knowledge of these lands. This ashen place is grave of worm. Once told it came to die. But what is death for that ancient being? More transformation, methinks. This failed kingdom is product of the being spawned from that event. So there is the confirmation of what I was talking about with the king being born from the corpse of the worm. It is you bothering about my tail. Rest is somewhat disturbed, but I find that sensation not unpleasant. Oh, tiny thing. Oh, the mark of the worm you bear. Is it change you seek, or to save this ruin? That choice is yours. Always the smallest creatures that attempts the largest things. This falling ashes molt, the worm's corpse decaying. Endless, serene, sad. With its light gone, the world is smaller. Don't mistake, I am not a worm, Orm. Too small I am, too many limbs. No foresight like those old things. You don't like how his entire face blinks. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I've never really noticed that before. For quiet retreat did I climb up here, away from spitting creatures. Oomph! Yes, high up, away from simple minds lost to light. Theirs is a different kind of unity. Rejection of the worm's attempts at order. I resist the light's allure. Union it may offer, but also a mind bereft of thought. To instinct alone a bug is reduced. Be on your way then. It's rest I'll return to, though in these times sleep oft proves uneasy. One prefers its mind not be pried, is rather unsettling, rather invasive. So Bardoon is smart enough that he's aware of you going into his mind. He's a pretty cool guy. And you can even see him in the background there, look. Right, there should be a way out of this room on the side here. Oh, good, a hopper. Oh, it was one of those things. I just wanted to see what that would do. That was really stupid. I don't know why I did that. Oh, frickin' hell, you followed me. Get out of here. We don't like your kind around here, Primal Aspid. The world would be better without you. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, that's always how it happens. You jump to dodge, and then realise, shit, he's not actually fired yet. I've jumped too early. And then you get hit in the face with a fireball. Or technically an infection ball, I suppose. It's not fire. It's kind of grosser when you think about it. There it is. Essence tree. Thought that was what... Oh, God, that corpse just fell out of nowhere. Right. What does the corpse have to say? Oh, nothing. Okay. He did not think much before he died. Now, as much as I'd like to show off where those corpses are coming from, I don't think I'll be having time for that today. We've got about 5 minutes left of stream, and I need to go see the seer as well. And I'm going to have to go all the way back to the Basin for that. Just so I can get the tram. Not the tram, the stag, sorry. The stag would be quite offended that I mistook him for the tram. That is another entrance to the City of Tears, I believe. Actually, I might be able to go that way. To King's Station. That would probably be faster. Okay, I think there's more essence over this way. Yep, there we go. Is there any over on the right here? Doesn't look like it, just a load of corpses falling. Ow. Oh, that corpse has been there for ages. It's got ash all over it. How did you hit me through the platform there? I'm calling bullshit on that one, Aspid. Okay, that's all of the essence. Oh god, I'm falling. I'm falling, I'm falling. Okay, well, if that's all the essence, I don't really need to climb higher anyway. Oh, he's following me down, the arsehole. Alright, let's find that entrance to the City of Tears then. Okay, now we can hear some noises. What is happening to that poor grub in there? I'll come back for you one day, grub. Unfortunately, the door is locked. You think where all the corpses are coming from is where you left off your playthrough of the game years ago. It's a little daunting going back so late in the game, but you might after watching this. Oh, you should definitely go back. The area they're coming from is pretty fun. There's a lot of jars in this room, isn't there? Interesting, that. Jars and grubs. I wonder what it could mean. Alright, Mr. Stag. Off to the resting grounds then. Hopefully I have my rewards in the right order and I get what I'm hoping for. Because if I don't think I can put off the hive for much longer. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. The Dream Nail now holds 900 essence within its core. Are you surprised that this old kingdom has so many hidden dreams? Yes, you're starting to see them. The connections between us and the dreams we leave behind, like prints in the dust. The time has come for you to learn how to revisit the places connected to you. Hold the Dream Nail tight, Wielder, and imagine a great gate opening before you. So this didn't exist in the release version of Hollow Knight. This is another thing that was added in the Hidden Dreams update. Mastered the Dream Gate. Hold X. Hold down while using the Dream Nail to set a Dream Gate. Hold up while using the Dream Nail to travel to the Dream Gate. So basically, this is a custom fast travel point. You can put it wherever you want and teleport to it from anywhere on the map. I believe it costs 1 essence to use it, but you get so much essence anyway that it might as well not cost anything. Yeah, this is very helpful. There's a reason why I wanted this for the Hive, and we will be finding out why next time, because the Hive, let's just say it has an unfortunate bench placement. Anyway, I think that's probably where I'm going to end it off today. I'm feeling pretty happy about today's stream. I got quite a bit done. I braved the depths of Deep Nest, defeated Nosk, which was an experience, found a Tram pass, arrived at the ancient basin, beat my brother, the broken vessel, beat Hornet, received the Mark of the King, and started discovering the secrets of the kingdom. I may not have woken any dreamers today, but in terms of unraveling the main story, I feel like I've made quite a bit of progress today, and I'm pretty happy with that. Next time will probably be a bit more of a side content focused stream. I'll be heading into the Hive and dealing with that there. I plan on climbing to the top of Kingdom's Edge and seeing where those corpses are coming from. And then depending on time, I might start working towards the second Dreamer as well. Right then. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. So, this Wednesday stream is scheduled as a Subnautica stream, but I've not had a chance to actually go on and finish my prep work yet. Sundays would be the best day for me to do that, but I'm busy tomorrow. I'm out all day, so I'm probably not going to get the chance to do that. Plus, with Mario Kart World being my main focus at the moment, I don't think I'm likely to spend Monday and Tuesday doing it either. So I think I'm going to swap the schedule around a bit. I think I'm going to do another Hollow Knight stream on Wednesday, and then do Subnautica the following Wednesday. Also, next weekend, I am away. It is Father's Day here in the UK, so I'm visiting my dad, so I won't be streaming. Right. Have a good one, guys. And I'll see you later. Bye! Look forward to those bees this next time. Prepare your jazz.